First set is just the bar, 45 pounds. Warm-ups are important, especially as you get a little bit older. In the beginning, it's a little tough for me to get under the bar. I have to stretch my shoulder, it's a bit stiff. So it's another good reason for the leg weights and the warm-ups is to get everything limber, get everything warmed up, ready to work. Second warm-up set will be with 90 pounds. Third warm-up set, 135. Starting to stretch to get under the bar. Not only do warm-up sets get you limbered up and warmed up and ready to go, but it's also practice for form without a lot of weight on the bar. When there's a lot of weight on the bar, it's easy to start cheating and compromising your form. This gives you practice at proper form without the added stress. Next will be 2 reps of 185. The last warm-up set will be 1 rep of 225. And the work set will be at 315. I did 315 last time for 5 reps. I wasn't entirely happy with the quality of each rep. So I'm going to repeat 315 and I'm going to go until I can add another rep or 2 onto that. So it may take me a couple of times. Once you get up to a certain level, your gains slow down and it takes longer to add. So I'm going to see how it goes. And I'm at least going to do 5 reps, and if I can, I'll try for a 6th one. That was 6. Last time we did free weights. So instead of doing free weights, we're going to substitute bands for a bench press today. So we're going to do some flies. You know, a lot of people think bands are for sissies. These are every bit as difficult to do as dumbbell flies. And they're actually better for you. You have much less chance of injury, and they're good for recovery because you don't have that momentum. The momentum is what works against you and causes a problem. We're going to move from there to a set on shoulders. The same thing right now. I don't want to use free weights for shoulders. Normally, I would do kettlebells and do 1-arm presses. But right now, I don't need that momentum. That's not going to help healing, and it might cause further injury. Also with these, you don't need to go to the over the head position. So this is a better exercise, not just because there's no weight and no momentum, but you're also keeping your shoulders at a safer elevation. So when they're extended overhead, you're more likely to have problems. First rep is painful. Starting to subside. bands are made by Body Elastics, and what's nice about them is there's all different kinds of anchor points, and then there's different handles. And you can stack these, so you can get any resistance that you want. Now these bands, these two bands here, this is a 30-pound band, and this one is a 19-pound band. So 49 pounds of resistance. And when these bands are fully stretched, the resistance triples. I'm not fully stretching, so where I'm going to be going to, the resistance will be about double by the time I complete it. Which just works out good, because when you're out like this and starting, you have less power. As you come in, you have more power. So as the power curve, your natural power curve of your body comes into effect, the bands get harder. So this goes along with how your body works very nicely. I don't know if you could see, but for the last 3 reps, I took a little extra step farther away. One of the advantages of bands is you can vary the weight load during a set. So I wanted a little bit more resistance, so I moved another foot further away. That'll increase the resistance. If you're pretty sure you can't finish your set and you need to decrease the resistance, you can move in a foot and that'll lessen the resistance. So you have an adjustable weight during the set. Totally different concept than free weights. Same thing, we can move. Now for the shoulders. Fold on the top. Next is going to be dumbbell rows. These are going to be with, let's see, 110, 115 pounds. I'll show you the dumbbell and the weights when I get it onto the other side. Now bent over barbell rows tear up my shoulders. Bent over dumbbell rows do not. I'm fine with these. And if you think about it, your shoulder's in a different position for each type of row. For a barbell row, your shoulder is rotated this way. For a dumbbell row, your shoulder is rotated this way. So even though you're using the same back muscles to do this exercise, because your shoulders has a different point of rotation, it's oriented a little bit differently, it doesn't cause problems for me. So this is the exercise that I choose to do. Instead of doing barbell rows, I'll do these bent over dumbbell rows. And before I had to stop because of my shoulder acting up, I was up to doing sets with 160 pounds on the dumbbell. Now I'm going to drop it back quite a bit. And like I said, this is 115. We'll see how this goes. Again, I haven't done this stuff in a long time. So when you take a break, it's good to reset your weights, start back light, and work your way back up. Okay, there's 12. There's 4 25s, makes 100. The bar is 10, what's 110? And then 2.5s. That makes 115. Next will be deadlifts. I put my skinny bumper plates on first. I only have 2 sets of 45, so I do 2 10s and a 25. And I don't want those thin plates on the outside where they're going to hit first and risk damaging them. So I keep those smaller, lighter plates all the way to the inside. And I use these mini deadlift jacks. These are from Titan Fitness. They make it really easy to put weights on the bar. Get rid of these sneakers. I like to deadlift in stocking feet. Sneakers have a little bit of a heel on the back, and that little bit of a heel puts your foot in an unnatural position for deadlifting. I want my foot firmly planted on the ground. I don't want any squishiness beneath me. And I like the stocking feet or even bare feet because you can feel what's beneath you and you can keep the weight over your center of gravity. Some people use deadlifting shoes, which would be a very thin, hard sole that would be flat, but like I said, I just prefer to do these in stocking feet. So warm up with 135. See how nice they make it? Second set at 225. Another solution for adding more weight easily is a product called the Dead Wedge. These are available for only about 10 bucks a pair. Give you a little closer look. Just stick them underneath on the inside weight. And then roll it right up. And when you're done, roll it right off and throw them out of the way. I'm going to do deadlifts with 315. Going to see how my shoulder feels on these and how I feel on these after not doing them for a long time. We'll see where we're at. And I'm going to use straps. My hands are hot and sweaty. It's roasting down here in the basement. And in those conditions, there's no way I'm going to be able to hold on to this bar. I could do it for a set of 5, but if I do a few more, I don't think there's any way. So for this, I'm going to use straps so that I have no excuse. gonna stop at 8. It's amazing how out of breath a set of these can get you. I'm gonna finish with some chin-ups. I don't know how many I'm gonna be able to do after doing the deadlifts and bent over rows, but we're gonna give it a shot and we'll do as many as we can. Now also, in addition to these 2 main lifting days, I'll do a third day, which is an auxiliary day. And on that day, I'll do quite a bit of bands. I've started doing, you can do curls with bands. I'll sometimes do them with bands, sometimes with free weights. Right now, and with my shoulder hurting, I'll alternate back and forth. I've also started doing some rotator cuff exercises to specifically target the small muscles in the shoulder that stabilize the shoulder. So if you guys want to see anything like that, if there's any interest, let me know and I'll record one of the auxiliary days. You can also do not just biceps, you can do triceps. There's a lot of things you can do with bands. There's more shoulder exercises. There are more chest exercises. Today I just did 2 sets of the flies. There's just so many things that you can do. They're so versatile. And if I'm going on a trip or something, I'll take those with me. I mean, it's great to have. And like I said, especially when you're dealing with an injury or something's hurting or bothering you, it's a great way to go about it and to be able to still exercise, still train the muscle, but yet not further the injury. Actually, you promote healing. A lot of times on an injury, say like a shoulder injury, within 6 weeks or so, it's going to be healed. So once it's healed, you have to actively promote that recovery. It's not just going to get better and gain mobility and gain strength back by itself. You have to work at it. It's more than just physical therapy. You have to do strength training. And one of the best ways to start with that is with the bands, because you don't have to deal with that momentum that's generated by free weights. That's it. My grip was shot. Couldn't hold on anymore. So we'll call it 10. I'm going to do some on the treadmill next for a little bit of cardio, and then I'll be done. We'll see you next time.